Cake. Banana cake. I know someone who can make banana cake, and they showed me how to make banana cake. So if you're like me and you like banana cake, perhaps you'd like to try making it. Okay, so first you've got to wash your hands. Now you should all be pretty good at washing your hands right now. You should have had lots of practice, because washing your hands is the best way to stay safe. And we've got to wash our hands before we make food, before we eat food, and all the time. So here are the ingredients, yeah? We're going to need all these things. So you might want to pause the video during this, because I'm going to show you all the bits and pieces that you need. You're going to need icing sugar, okay? 50 grams. Make sure you got that. It's delicious. Not to put on your cornflakes. That is self-raising flour. You need 140 grams of that. That is natural, unrefined cane sugar, 140 grams. Butter, 140 grams. You're going to need a cap worth of that. That's vanilla essence. You just fill the lid up and put some of that in a bit. And you also need baking powder. You're going to need a teaspoonful of that. Bananas, of course. And make sure they're good bananas. And 2 eggs. All right, 2 eggs as well. Now these are the ingredients. You're going to need them. These are the things you'll need to make it, the kitchen equipment. So you'll need some scales. You need a big mixing bowl to mix your cake mixture in. That's a piece of greaseproof paper. That's a wooden spoon. You're going to need one of them. It's a whisk. You're going to need a cup and a fork to whip your eggs in a bowl. And you're going to need a cake tin and a baking tray. You're also going to need these things. That's a sieve, a spatula, and a teaspoon. Or you can, if you're posh and you've got measuring spoons like me, you can use them. Oh, you're going to need an oven as well. Okay? You're going to have to put that oven on 180. All right? So it's good and hot. I would do that now before we start cooking. First things first, get the butter. Okay? Plonk the butter in there. We've measured the butter, 140 grams. You have to smush it up in the bowl. Now I need my unrefined cane sugar. Where's that? I'm measuring it out at 140 grams. And I'm going to chuck it in the mixing bowl. I'm going to chuck all of that cane sugar in there. And I'm going to mix it up. Yeah, until it's nice and smooth. Now I'm going to eggs. 1 egg, bosh. 2 eggs, crack, crack, bosh. Alright, then you just need to break up the yolks of the eggs nicely like that. Now go to your mixing bowl. You're gonna measure out the self-raising flour. Lovely. Then you're gonna chuck in 1 teaspoonful of baking powder, just 1 teaspoonful of it. Pop it in there. Lovely, that'll make the cake rise. Chuck the eggs in the bowl. Bung them in there with the butter and the sugar. Alright. Next you're going to have to sieve some of the flour that you measured. You should have weighed that flour, and you're going to need the sieve. And you're going to put a little bit in at once, not chuck it all in. So you're going to put a little bit of flour in and mix it up. And then you need to put a little bit of time into this bit, actually, because someone told me there's a secret ingredient that I didn't realise, but it's air. Oh, this is the vanilla essence. So you'll need 1 cap full of vanilla essence. Pop that in there. It's not much. Yeah, and then mix that in. Right, now it's time for the bananas. You'll need 2 of them. Make sure they're good. Obviously peel them up good. And then you're going to smush the bananas. Now your mouth normally does this, but you're going to do it with a fork, right? You're going to smush that up real good. You might want to do it in a bowl like this, so that they don't go all everywhere and you get banana smush everywhere. I like it when it's smushy, but I always put a little bit of water in there as well to make it extra smushy. And then I'm going to chuck all that smushed up banana in my cake mixture. And I'm going to use my whisk to mix all of that up. Lovely. Look, my cake mixture's coming along now. Yeah, that's good. I'm going to add a little bit extra flour in there. Don't put all the flour in there at once. That's my measured flour that I measured out earlier. I need to mix that in. I'm told I have to fold that in, yeah? Not mix it too much because of the air, okay? Apparently there's air is the secret ingredient in cakes. Now, I didn't put it in, I don't know. I didn't see anyone else put it in, but air is important for cakes. So remember that. Yeah, just sieve your flour. That flour should have your baking soda in there as well, your baking powder. So mix all of that up good and mixed up. Lovely. This banana cake is going to taste so good. Oh, last bit of flour. Last bit of flour now. I'm going to chuck all of that in there. Have a party with the flour. Chuck it all in. Get flour all over it. Look, flour cloud. Cloud of flour. It's all good. Just make sure it's all nice and mixed in. Oh, flour everywhere. Like, be careful. Don't want to mess your kitchen. Okay, butter. This is me smearing the butter with my greaseproof paper around the cake tin. All right, get it right up to wherever the mixture might touch the cake tin, because you don't want it to burn. You want to be able to get it out. Use your spatula to scrape all of the contents of your bowl into the cake tin. Now, this bit's important. Get it all out. A spatula is really good for that. It should be all nice and rubbery so you can smoothly get it all out from the edges. And then this bit, you don't want to push it down too much because, like I said, there's air there. There's air inside all of that cake mixture. So smooth it off, but don't pat it down too much. Bang it in the oven. The oven should already be heated. Lovely job. 30 minutes. Ding! And banana cake. Have a look at that. Be careful, that'll be really hot. So get someone else to take that out of the oven. Make sure they're wearing oven gloves. Look at that. Stick a knife in it. Have a little look. There's nothing stuck to the knife, so it's cooked all the way through. Beautiful banana cake. How could you be any more delicious? Okay, I'm taking it out of the cake tin now. I'm going to get the bottom of the cake tin comes off. I don't know if you've got one of them, but we got a posh cake tin, so we have to use a knife to get that off there. Make sure that you do it nice and carefully because you don't want to completely destroy the cake. So take your time, even though it's nearly eating time. You don't want to rush it. Flip that over. Look at that. Now I'm going to make some icing to go on top of it, just so that my banana cake is extra sweet. So get your icing sugar, it's 50 grams. And then chuck a couple of tablespoonfuls of water in there. Mix that up. This is going to be your icing. Yeah, I'll put a bit too much water in there, so I'm going to put some more icing sugar in there. Lovely job. Icing sugar, delicious stuff. Shouldn't eat too much of it though. It's very sweet. That looks good. Now I'm going to paint it on there with a spoon. Lovely job. Look at that. That icing. That's gonna be delicious. That's gonna sort my sweet tooth right out. Banana cake with icing all over it. This is the way to do it, folks. Yeah, now when that's all smushed off and spread out, that'll dry out and that'll glaze the top of the cake. It's gonna be delicious. Can't get enough icing on it really, can you? Alright, there it is. It's all dried off and glazed now. Beautiful banana cake. You're nearly mine. I'm going to have the first piece.